Let's now focus on the learning objective 6.4a, how to multiply polynomial expressions. To multiply polynomials, by the way, I can tell it's multiplication and not addition because right in between here, I don't see a plus sign. If it had looked like this, plus this, that would have been the previous section, and I would just add my like terms and do it simple. Because it's not, I have to FOIL or distribute. So this 3x has to touch this term, and this term. This 4 has to touch everything over here too. We're going to multiply and make 6 new terms and then add them together like we did in the last section. So let me write this first one out a little bit longer. We'll do 3x times 5x squared. And we'll come by and simplify that in a little bit. 3x times a positive x is plus 3x times the x. 3x times a negative 6 would be negative 3x in the 6. Then we'll do a positive 4 times a positive 5x squared to be plus 4 times 5x squared. A positive 4 times a positive x is plus 4x. And a positive 4 times a negative 6 is negative 24. Let's simplify these pieces here. It's all multiplication. 3 times 5 is 15. And if you look at it, there's 3 x's, so x cubed. And this is 3x squared minus 18x. 4 times 5 is 20, x squared, and then plus 4x minus 24. We're going to put the final answer in standard format, so x cubed is first. There's only one of them. The squareds will match up. There's 3, there's 20, 23x squared. We have the x's next, negative 18 plus 4, negative 14x. And the last constant, we need to write negative 24. And that is our answer. This next one here, we actually have, they're called binomials because they're made up of 2 terms each. 3 binomials have to be multiplied together. And what you do is you're going to have to do 2 sets of multiplication. First pick any 2, and I'll pick those 2 and multiply it. And then we'll keep this one over on the side. I'm going to do the FOIL of this. X times x is x squared. X and negative 1, negative 1x. Negative 2 and x, negative 2x. Negative 2 times negative 1 is plus 2. And again, I'm not going to forget x plus 3 is there. I'm going to simplify what I can on this, and I can bring those 2 like terms together. X squared minus 3x plus 2, and then times it by x plus 3. Now, we have to bring these 2 together. It's a trinomial of 3 pieces and a binomial of 2. I personally like to switch their order. I like to move this and this in the order. It's almost like saying 2 times 3. Can you switch it and say 3 times 2? Sure, it doesn't matter. Multiplication is called commutative. You can switch the order. I prefer to have my binomial first and then the trinomial. I tend to make fewer mistakes because it's easier for me to visually see it. So if we do this, and again, I'm going to take this x and have it touch all of those. This 3 is going to touch all of those. And we're going to multiply it out just like the last problem and see what we get. So let's do x times x squared is x cubed. A positive x times a negative 3x is going to be negative 3x squared. Positive x times a positive 2 plus 2x. Take the 3 times an x squared plus 3x squared. A 3 times a negative 3x, negative 9x. A 3 times a positive 2 plus 6. Adding our like terms on this one, 1x cubed, and I'm going to mark that I've looked at it. Negative 3x plus 3x, cancel out. A 2x minus 9x, negative 7x. And then I have the plus 6 left over, and that's our final answer. I want us to just look at these last 2, letter B and letter C on here. Be very careful. Letter B says 7x minus 3 all squared. That means you must repeat 7x minus 3 twice. When you do that, you're going to notice you have to FOIL. This problem is more work than you think. Do not come in here and try to distribute that exponent. That's not correct. In doing the foiling on here, 7x times 7x, 49x squared. 7x times negative 3, negative 21x. Negative 3 times positive 7x, negative 21x. Negative 3 times negative 3 plus 9. Simplifying this, we have 49x squared minus 42x plus 9. Now letter C I'm going to set up, but we're not going to completely do it. What C wants us to do is to do 2x plus 1 3 times. So you would have to do this, multiply that, and then come in and multiply this. You're going to have to do 2 sets of multiplication. You could start if you wanted to. You could multiply these two together. If you FOIL this out, I'll show you what you get. I'm going to keep this one here, 2x plus 1. I'm going to jump right to the final simplified answer of multiplying these two together. It's going to be 4x squared plus 4x plus 1. Then we would just wrap this one up and multiply through and distribute the 2x and the 1 to the 3 pieces left to the right there.